This is a brand called Nubic, and it is a footwear line that comes from Amsterdam. So all these shoes are made in Amsterdam.
Okay.
And they have both men's and women's footwear. It's not only sneakers, they have leather shoes and boots and all different types. And they're really all about relaxed, simple style that's elegant but also stylish. So it's a really cool line. And they're starting to come to the US this year. This is the first show in the US. So they're a new brand, but yeah, I think they're going to become popular pretty quickly because this is obviously the kind of style that women and people in cities are looking for, like comfortable, stylish, and accessible.
Right, right.
How would you describe that style? I mean, it's a sneaker, but at the same time, it's not like anything else I've seen. It's not really like a Converse. How would you describe that for somebody who's listening?
Well, I guess I would describe it as the mix between a sneaker and a luxury leather shoe. So kind of like, so like loafers meets sneakers meets lace-up boots.
The colors are also, you got pastel pink and green, and then you even have a shiny gold one, right? And a black one.
Michael Jackson type.
And they have some with studs and some with snake skin, so they get really fun. They have some with pony hair and patterns. So they do ones that are very simple all the way to playing around with all sorts of textures and patterns and colors. So there's a range for what people want.
Nice.
They're all for girls too?
No, for women and men. They have a line
Oh,
for
they have
men,
a
but
line
these
for men
are
also?
these are
Right, it's a women's
women's
show.
thing.
Right, yeah. What's the prices range?
The sneakers start around $200.
Retail, yeah?
Yeah, retail.
Okay, and they go up to what? What's the most expensive ones over there? You have some elevated ones also, right? Some like with the platform on them?
The point of this line is to be high fashion, but also very accessible. So they're not really going to be above $250.
Right, and they're kind of cute too.
Yeah, they're definitely cute. They're great shoes for flying, for walking around in the city, for traveling in, anything.
Oh, yeah.
Amsterdam, huh?
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Willow.
Willow? Okay, well, thanks for talking to us. Is there anything else special that the company's coming up with that we should know about?
Well, they're working on a line of, like I said, leather boots for women. So that's going to be really cool to see.
Are those like steampunk leather, or are they more like high fashion leather?
More like high fashion.
More high fashion leather. Oh, too bad. Too bad, Toothbrush. Well, again, thanks for talking.
Thank you,
with
Willis.
us.
You're listening to the UnCommonCore podcast.
Yeah, sure.
What's your name?
I'm Sugandh.
My name is Toothbrush.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meeting you. What's your products? Is that
So these are premium, ethical, vegan handbags.
Vegan handbags? So they only eat vegetables?
They're made of vegetables.
what, made out of vegetables?
It's all eco-friendly polyurethane coated canvas. And the lining fabric is from recycled plastic bottles. So it's eco-friendly and it's all sweatshop free. And it's made from premium vegan materials. That's animal friendly.
Friendly. Some people dig that.
I'm sorry?
Some people dig that.
Yeah, they do.
How long have you guys been in business?
8 years now.
8 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're pretty well known in the vegan and the vegetarian niche community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What products you have? Is it
So we have shoes, we have bags, tote bags, wallets, a wide range of basically just bags and shoes. We just started out with the shoes, so it's fairly new for us.
What's the newest arrival?
So the newest arrival is like the swan bow shoe with the chain satchel, which also comes with a cosmetic bag.
Oh, okay. How much is the range, the price range?
So it retails for $125.
125.
Yeah.
What are the shoes?
The shoes are around the same price point. It's between $125 and $145.
Okay.
And then our purses are anywhere between $100 and $250.
Oh wow.
So they look like like fake leather, sort of. It's pretty good, and it's made from pure vegetable.
It's canvas that's been coated with polyurethane without PVC, so it is non-toxic. And the lining fabric that's made from recycled plastic bottles.
All right, and it's Gowanus, New York. What's Gowanus?
It's Gunas.
Huh?
Gunas.
Oh, Gunas. What does that mean?
It's also an anagram of my name.
Oh, it's
I'm
your
the
name.
designer.
Oh, okay.
And in Sanskrit, it also means qualities of nature. So it kind of fit the story.
How convenient.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
8 years.
8 years. Okay. Do you have a store in New York?
I have a pop-up shop in Union Square.
Which is temporary for a lot of people live outside New York, and pop-up shops are not as popular. I don't,
Right,
yeah,
right.
but they're temporary
It's
stores.
actually a collaboration with the Jiva Mukti Yoga School. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it's
With the what?
Jiva Mukti Yoga School.
Yoga school.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in Union Square, so it's one of the oldest yoga schools in the city. And they have a huge gift shop, and then that's where our pop-up shop is.
Okay.
So it's a part of their campus.
What's
and
pop-up shop?
A pop-up shop.
Oh,
is
see, he doesn't know.
basically- So when designers can't really afford to have like a shop throughout the year, they just take temporary rental space. Either it's within a store or it's like a standalone store for 2 to 3 months. So you'll pop up anywhere in the city for 2 to 3 months.
They don't have them in LA?
No, we don't.
Do
Do
actually
they?
there are
Probably.
I
lots
mean,
and lots.
They're big in New York.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of like I could see that in the mall. It's like a little small, like a wagon
It's just like
type.
a temporary shop.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
I know,
what it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, because a lot of things are seasonal, and New York has heavy seasons, so maybe it's more popular in New York,
Yeah.
perhaps. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to have a store that's empty half the year.
Right.
Someone else go in there for.
Especially for independent designers, because rentals are so expensive. So pop-ups are
They
a
have
great way
restaurants,
to.
too.
Yep, exactly.
Are you from New York?
I am.
Your whole life?
Well, not my whole life. Last 10 years, definitely. But I grew up in India, and I came here for my college. Just kind of stayed back, started working, got married.
Okay, and so now you have your business in New York. That's what you wanted to do?
Not always. I'm actually an industrial designer by training. So I design products. I designed kitchen appliances for the longest time, and but I had been vegetarian all my life.
Okay.
So that's kind
Oh,
of
that's the
basically
idea. you
that's where
came
the
up with.
idea came from, because I
okay.
was interning with an exotic skin handbag designer, and when I had to go into their stock room and rearrange all the hides, that's when it the bell really rung in my head.
Right.
That we don't really make that connection between the products that we use versus where they come from. And as a designer, and a vegetarian, I couldn't get myself to wear another pair of leather shoes or
Well, there's a good number of people who are doing clothing and doing other products as well.
for free. It's
Sure.
there's a lot of that movement going
Yeah, it
on
seems to
right
be going
now.
in that direction. Real quick, what style would you call because I'm not that familiar with the purses. I know the Art Deco-y stuff and the, stuff from the 30s, but what is this? It's kind of like a mixture, right? It's just whatever you think.
It's a modern classic.
Modern classic?
That's what I like to call it. So a lot of the silhouettes are very classic, but then it has a modern twist to it. So whether it's with color, or it's with the hardware, or just like a cool detail on it that just makes it more.
Because you have some of the bigger bags, which is like the girls in New York like, huh? Oh, those aren't yours. Oh,
these
you just have the
t-shirts are.
smaller bags.
They
Oh,
this
'cause
way.
a lot of
This
the New York
way.
girls like to put like they carry big bags around. But in other parts of the country, in other parts of the
Well, I do
world,
have some
they
of the
like
bigger
medium and the
bags.
smaller ones.
I do have.
So you do have a little bit larger ones, but not the big, huge tote things. They're all medium, kind of more for like going out, fashion statement.
Yeah.
Type. Right. Okay. Good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Is it still selling well? I mean, you got all these other Levi's used to be the brand long time ago.
Right.
I mean, and then it's kind of gone through some challenges, I guess you could say, in the 70s and 80s, especially with all that weird stuff, right?
Yeah. That I can talk about because we've got, and it's a 150-year-old company.
Right.
I mean, it has been a part of every single, social movement,
Right.
and any of the different era from the cowboys from workwear to the cowboys.
Right, cowboys to hippies.
To hippies,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, the Marlon Brando before that, and James Dean. I mean, these guys all wore Levi's, so
Right.
they kind of just gave up on the specialty stores. Let's say a couple
Oh, that's
decades
right.
ago. And
Yeah,
so
they don't
really-
have them anymore? They
Well,
have them in New
no.
York.
In general, they just made an effort to service the big box guys like Penny's and Kohl's and Sears. and Macy's. And so I think what we're doing here specifically with the premium division is to try and re-engage the specialty stores, the small boutiques. My boss has been tasked. We have a couple thousand specialty stores across the country. My boss has been tasked at how to kind of get back face to face with these customers, how to give them what they need to do business with Levi's.
So where we are going to, like a jeans.
Yeah, jean stores. I mean, some of these stores.
Days, so, I mean, they're like, cut off. Women loves wearing.
Oh well,
the booty shorts.
Right. I mean, the biggest thing, and what is trending for us is just our icons. It's a pair of vintage-looking Levi's.
Right.
That we can now produce ourselves instead of other people doing the Levi's look themselves.
Right.
So this is, and I got to say, we just started the premium division in 2016. And our business is the fastest growing part of the Levi's organization.
Okay.
It's because the girl and the guy just want to participate in the brand, and they don't want what they've seen at some of these big box retailers with no customer service. So we're giving the specialty stores and the premium department stores a way to participate in the brand for their consumers to participate in.
Now, when you say premium, what makes it premium? I mean, what's the difference between premium and your other stuff?
I mean, the most, I guess, identifiable features that is a little bit more expensive than what we sell to the mass market retailers. But it doesn't mean that it has to be expensive. It can still be $68, $88.
Is it the design?
Yeah,
the fabric, or
it is in the make. So the fabric is a better quality fabric.
Denim though, still.
Denim, mostly denim. Yep, some non-denims. Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yes, denim. The construction of the garment is different. We use
Double stitch though, still, right?
Exactly.
Which was what makes Levi's different a lot of times,
Things
right?
like that, split seams. I think that we also go in some heavier washes, which adds a little bit to the price, but in general, it's a little bit of it's a higher quality product.
Yeah, I was going to mention, it just came to me, but I think a lot of people, we have some people overseas and we have some people in the middle of the country, but a lot of people don't really know that you still have the same logo, right?
The Arcuate is the back pocket stitch design that is.
No, I meant the little thing with the two horses.
Oh, the two horse pull.
So
that's what we call the two horse
pull.
pull.
The original show, the two horses were pulling the denim
to show the strength.
To show the strength.
The strength.
Of the,
Yeah. That shows how strong it is. Yeah.
So that's actually a logo that's still really important to us. We still use it on the back patches.
Right.
And it's part of our heritage, just like the red tab is. Like the
so the red label is a certain.
Those are the three most important iconic Levi's identifiers, right? The red tab, the Arcuate stitching on the back pocket, and the two horse pull logo on the garment.
But like it tags are like a different colors, silver, I believe.
Well, there's we have played around with different tab colors. In the '60s, we went with an orange tab, which was the idea was that it was going to be a cheaper manufacturing process, and so instead of diluting the red tab, we made it an orange tab product.
Okay.
And then we've also played around with a fashion tab in the 90s, which was silver tab. So where we didn't want to do pleated jeans and baggy jeans, which were hot in the 90s, we said, okay, we're going to do this in silver tab, which we're bringing back again, by the way, because so it was our ability to, again, not dilute the look and the iconic feel of red tab, but still kind of participate in what was going on in trend at that time.
A couple other things that pop into my mind that now that I have you here. So originally they were a San Francisco company, is that right?
They still are.
They still are San Francisco company, and they have that old original building still there on Mission Street or something, right?
They had sold it years and years ago. So the management at the time, no, they do not. Now it's a school, which is interesting. But
it's a school.
It's a school, but and I think there's still some part of the building on one of the floors that has some sort of homage to Levi's at the time.
I used to live in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't like some part of it, just San Francisco building, they can't just tore it down.
Yeah, so maybe it is. Like
is it historic? Is it a historic monument?
I think it must be, but not in its association. It should be.
Yeah, and they should kick those kids out, man.
Yeah,
Put it back.
I know.
Store again.
I agree.
But and the little pocket, another thing. Steve Jobs used to talk about that. Actually, the coin. It's not a coin pocket. It used to be for gold. Is it for gold?
Yeah, it was supposedly so they could put their gold nuggets in there.
Wasn't it for the watch? I thought it was a
watch pocket. I think it could be serviced, but I think the guys that were wearing the jeans at the time, they might not have had because first of all, the jeans were used as coveralls, right? They were pulled over the trousers of a guy when he was in the mine, and he would just kind of pull them off when he was done with a day of work and leave them. So it was probably more for like more of a functional and like gold nuggets. Or I think there's
I thought it was like pull the plug out. Okay, it's time to go.
Right.
That was later. Yeah.
There's an extension to that story, and everybody calls. We talk about 5-pocket jeans. People say, oh, that's the 5th pocket.
Oh,
It's actually not. That pocket, that coin pocket, was there before the back. One of the back left pocket. Back left or back right pocket is put on a jean. So technically, it's a kind of a funny little.
They only had one pocket in the back.
Only had one pocket on the back. Yeah. So
that had to be.
But it's the same. They're not going to modify that at all.
with the no.
Yeah, because Jobs made it famous pulling the first iPad out or something.
Yeah,
like
sure.
That. Or not iPad,
Well,
Mini, whatever.
Interestingly enough, we just won or bought Steve Jobs' 501s that he launched the iPad or the
that one I was talking about.
iPod in.
Yeah, whatever it was.
They're in our
Because it was his
archives right
one
now.
more thing, and he pulled out of his little pocket. He said, "That's what this pocket's for."
So Levi's went and bought those from the Steve Jobs estate. So now they're a part of our history. They're a part of our
That's
archive
not
now.
theirs, yours.
Yeah.
San
a shared
Francisco.
history, exactly, with San Francisco.
That's cool.
So it's making a little bit of a comeback as far
It's
as
making a
sales
huge
and
comeback.
everything.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's driven by, I think it's we're having another moment in history, right? I think we're if we talk about trend.
Well, it
and
was
fashion,
never pretentious. It was fashionable, but never pretentious. So I think that's a good thing about it. A lot of those other bands like Guess and some of those guys.
We're not trying to be anybody else. We're not trying too hard. I think I think it goes back to what our global president talks about, which is authenticity.
Yeah,
we're truly the most authentic brand out there.
All those brands are going so hardcore for the millennials. It's a little bit too obvious. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I hope they don't do that. So just keep to
No, I mean, there's no need to, right? She's
right.
coming to us. She wants Levi.
Yeah,
She wants the real thing. So she's coming to us. If we can do a good job of creating the right fit and fabric and product, which we are, and so she's responding for sure.
So the best place to get the boutique ones that you have here are in the store or online or what?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our retail partners, our boutiques right now in every of the small cities, major cities, small cities, we're reconnecting with a lot of these boutiques and online players, and they're doing really well.
You can look at the stuff online?
Yeah, you can look online as well. Yeah.
It's what, Levi's.com?
Yeah, you can look on Levi.com, or you can go to shopop.com, or you can go to unionmade.com. Has a really beautiful representation of what we do and tells a great story. Eastdane.com. You can go to Millworks, who's a small store in Wisconsin that has a Milwaukee.
You can still get the jackets, right?
Yeah, the trucker jackets. We're actually celebrating our 50th anniversary of the trucker jacket this year.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Of the Type 3 trucker specifically.
Yeah, you have a lot of those classic, which are very expensive. At least it comes and goes, I guess. But yeah, those classic styles. You bring those back occasionally.
Yeah, we bring them back. I mean, we reinvent them. We're doing what we're doing in Levi's Maidencraft. Is kind of creating the icons of the future. So we're kind of reinventing what the trucker jacket is, or what the jean will be. Things like that. It's a lot about
the trucker jacket.
Yeah, reinventing the trucker jacket. Exactly.
Hey, it was great talking to you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
it's a
thank you
lot
so
of
much.
fun. And
Nice to meet you guys.
I love Levi's. Everybody,
Great.
every good citizen.
We've got a lot of fans out there, but thanks. We appreciate
Okay.
it. Levi's. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Bye,
thanks
guys.
a lot. You're listening to the Uncommon Core podcast, episode 20, with special guest Toothbrush. This is our last episode of season 2, 2017. I'm Tom Howell. That's Q in the background eating and making extra noises. This is the Capsule Show Part 3. If you'd like to attend a Capsule Show in person or as an exhibitor, the information is available on capsuleshow.com. You can now contribute to the podcast by being a patron and help me keep the lights on and the computers running. Just go to patreon.com/UCC podcast. Patreon spelled Patreon. That's www.patreon.com/UCC podcast. Contribute as low as $1 or $5 and get some stickers. As usual, I'll have links to everything on our blog at www.uncommoncorepodcast.com or uccpodcast.com. And so, without further ado, here's more for Spring and Summer Fashions 2018 from the Capsule Show in New York City.
Okay, tell us who you are.
My name is Sam Clamy. I'm the director of Medici da Natalia in the United States. And right next to me is Natalie, who is the designer of Medici da Natalia, the brand. We are a 25-year-old company. We recently launched in the United States, actually last year. And we had great feedback, so we're here again this year at Capsule.
You said you launched last year?
In the United States.
In the United States.
Yeah, it's a 25-year-old company. We're in the Middle East and Europe.
Okay.
And right now we're entering the US. We already did starting last year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And how long were you in you said 25-year-old company?
Yes, we are. Yeah, Natalie has been doing this for 25 years, and we're in Italy, Spain.
Well, for our listeners, what are you? It's obviously women's wear, but it's dresses, formal,
it's actually,
fun, what
ready
kind
to wear, more to the formal side. It's usually mostly professional women, 30-year-olds up to 90-year-olds can wear our stuff. We do have a line that's usually more casual, but the stuff that we're exhibiting today, which is
it's like,
So it's not really like a millennial thing. You said it's from 30 and a little bit older.
like 30 professional until 70.
But you have some nice fancy black like evening wear that would work for almost any age. I guess.
Absolutely. Actually, our stuff is something that you can wear, and then with a little bit of a tweak, you can continue to a dinner or to a party. For example, if you notice, there's a white shirt over there, and it has a red flower on it.
Yeah, the colors
Chantal,
are
can
real
you show it to
vibrant
us,
as
please?
well.
So, if you can see, there's a red flower on the sleeve.
Oh, okay.
And
It's like
also
pinned
in
on
the
there.
middle. So this is a very in-your-face type of
Right.
flower, but very easily
It's actual
you
physical
can remove
flower
it.
on it, which are
Yeah.
an image of a flower.
You can remove it.
Oh,
you
right.
can flip it out, and then it's more like you can put it with jeans.
Right.
And then you're on a flight or something. So it's very versatile. We have a lot of detail that goes into our work.
What are these, rayon or?
We source materials actually, and we try to source materials in a very eco-friendly way. So we
Okay.
try to find materials that are recycled or things that our factories actually are all solar.
Uh-huh.
So
Your factories are all solar?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Solar power.
And they're in where? Where are your
We're in
factories?
Lebanon.
In Lebanon. Okay.
Lebanon.
Well, this one is.
This is a gilet.
We're looking at something that's very sleek and thin, and it's got
There's
open
black,
back.
open back black,
A
which
lot of
in
work goes into it, as you can see.
bright pink on the front, and
So if you wear a Medici,
what color? What fabric is that?
Natalie, what kind of fabric is this?
What?
It's crepe.
Crepe?
Crepe.
Crepe.
Not crap.
Crepe.
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 Well, I
It's
didn't
like
say it.
crepes. It's spelled like
okay,
crepes.
crepe. Okay. Well, what is that? What is crepe?
It's like مش مسلم.
It's crepe. You do all the pants and the jackets with the crepe.
But the thing about the crepe that she's mentioning is actually a fabric that is very good for curvy ladies because it kind of stretches with your body and tightens where it should. And everything that you see,
It knows. It's smart. It knows where
it's
to
a
tighten.
smart engineered clothes.
Okay.
So basically, if you look at our Medici pant, you'll see that it's a little bit wide at the seam right here. They're mostly all
Oh, I
wide.
see.
And you know, this, what it does is tightens
Right.
the waistline, which gives a woman a very nice curve.
These things
So-
make a difference too. I mean, I know, Hollywood and, entertainment industry and stuff like that, they have to use clothing like this to kind of make their people look.
They do. We bring it to the best. Basically, a woman that wears a Medici pant will come back looking for a Medici pant.
Well, where do people, first off, where would they see it? If they're looking online or something like that?
Online, we have a website. It's
What's the website?
Medici da Natalia, MEDICIDANATALIA.com. And you can follow us on Instagram, also at Medici da Natalia, and on Facebook.
And it's Da Natalia.
Da, yes, D-A Natalia. Correct.
I-A. Right.
Natalia. And we are in some boutiques in DC. We
Washington,
are
DC, okay.
entering a boutique here in New York,
Houston?
and of course all of Europe, Spain, Italy, France. We have the Middle East. We're all over.
Is the U.S. market kind of hard to
The U.S. market is actually a very easy market, I think. It's I've been here for a very long time and we know the market very well. So some of our items we do not bring to the United States because it doesn't fit. And some of our items we actually tweak for the U.S. market. So
But it's definitely different, right? I mean, because a lot of people just either they give up on it or, you know, they just don't bother with it. I mean,
yeah,
anymore.
exactly, and that's what we're trying to change. And actually, there is a change happening in the United States. People are becoming a lot more fashionable. People are starting to be more interested in what's going on around the world and what are people wearing in France and in Italy, and it's reaching even like mid-America.
Right, because New York has always been that
New
way.
York,
but,
you cannot you cannot introduce a brand in New York and then say I want to copy the same model around the U.S. It won't work.
Yeah, right. You know,
New York is an international city. It has people from all over the place, so it's
but
not. It's not a
America's
testing
changing.
market.
I mean, the
Exactly.
food, their taste in food is changing.
Absolutely.
Their taste in fashion's
The world's
changing.
becoming a
So,
smaller place.
right,
Yeah.
So, you know, now people are loving rosé, for example, rosé wine.
right.
And it's like the thing right now. But in Europe, it's been the thing for 20, 30, 40
Right.
years maybe.
Right.
So, yes, yeah, we're catching up. And the world's trying to catch up to the U.S. and other areas. So that's how it is.
Hopefully the good ones, but
Yeah.
Do you guys have any stores in the West Coast?
Sorry?
Do you guys
He's
have
from
any?
LA.
Okay.
In LA,
Yeah,
you bring
Okay,
in-
Yeah.
we don't have anyone in LA, but we
West
just
Coast,
started
Oregon.
taking applications
You're going to be in the
for.
capsule in LA?
We're probably gonna be in another show,
Oh,
in LA,
cool.
not Capsule, because we're a little bit different than what's being showcased in this show, and the research was done basically from a distance.
Right. Well, you
So
know, you got
I mean, it's great because we stand out.
Yeah.
We stand out here, but we need to go to shows that are more closer to our type of clothing,
Oh,
which
okay.
is a little bit more fancy, a little bit more work into it.
Right. Something is a little better fit for you up there.
Exactly. So, but I mean, we're very happy here. We're standing out. People are loving our stuff, and
Right.
anywhere we go, people just love.
Yeah,
Medici.
capsule's good because it's a good mixture of
It
different
is,
things. That's
it
why
is.
we come here.
It is. It is. And no, we're looking forward to it. We're very excited.
Well, great. Thanks a lot for talking to us. What's your name again?
Sam Claimy
Sam Clayman, and the designer
is Natalie Claimy Shamoun.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. It was
Yeah,
very
good
good
luck.
meeting you. Good luck, guys.
Nice talking to you.
Absolutely. Take
All
care.
the capsule shows because they're one of the best shows for getting people who are new designers and getting people who are. I mean, we just talked to Levi's. We just talked to a person who just started like a year ago, and people from all over the world. It's multicultural. It's all kinds of stuff. So I like to come here. The podcast is mostly about, you know, culture and all the variety you have in New York City. So we do music. We do fashion. We do different things, and you know, and it's once a month only. So
Free
that's
publicity.
basically what's going on.
Yeah, fantastic.
Or you got a big mouth.
Yes, she has a big mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
So do you have two Japanese girls here dressed in the traditional, what is, kimono? What is it called?
Oh, kimono. And this is
It's not like a traditional kimono fabric, or it's like a
Fabric,
silk,
yeah.
isn't it?
No, you nailed it. And that's
Yeah.
it. So Sumir is the designer. She's come here from Tokyo. She went to school in Kyoto desu. Tokyo.
The
She went
kimono school. Yeah.
to the kimono school in Tokyo.
Okay.
And she wanted to take the traditional image and reinvent it with these hand-woven fabrics from Japan. So she's created these beautiful, brightly colored tweeds that she's incorporated into kimonos, and then skirts with asymmetry on the sakai-ish
And also the t-shirts.
t-shirts.
Mm-hmm. You can start something in the sleeve too.
That's right.
Look it.
You can stash in the sleeve if you wanted to.
Yeah, there you go.
That's like back in the days. That's
Right.
how we used to do.
That's right.
Yeah, stash shit.
Those are your pockets, exactly.
Yeah, so put some weed or with LSD or
Oh no, whatever you want to carry.
heroin. I mean, whatever you wish for.
Are you guys based in Japan or United States?
So
Okay.
Sumir, the brand, is based in Japan. Yumi is in New York, and I'm outside of Philly. And we
Oh, you're from Philly?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we introduce and develop strategies for brands interested in coming into the U.S.
And who are you? When you say you, first, what's your name?
My name is Nika
And
Morrison.
what's your name?
My name is Yumi.
Yubi.
You and me.
And what are the two The designer
Nozomi
is?
and Sumir.
Say
Sumir,
again?
the designer. Nozomi and Sumir is the designer.
Oh, okay. All right. And so when you say you're what, some kind of representative or some?
So I have a company, global strategy. I worked in the Japanese market for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I
band of
meet
men.
these
Yeah, here
fantastic, gorgeous brands.
Sumir Ishioka. Okay. And could you tell us a little bit about what else you have as far, you have the kimonos, what else you have?
So, so we have a 30-piece collection of kimonos built in these really brightly colored tweeds and knits to pair with the asymmetrical skirts.
What kind of fabric is it?
It's wool, cotton blends, and you can see. So we've actually taken pieces of wool and twisted, knotted them up, and then attached them to.
Now that's a dress you're showing us though, right?
This is a skirt.
Skirt,
Yeah, that's right.
Interesting, with little things on it.
but-
And
well,
what are the
really-
prices? Is this a high end or is this?
Yeah, it is high end. I guess they
Wow,
used to
wow.
call it bridge. It's a little bit less than a designer price point, but your kimonos are going to retail upwards of $2,000.
Right.
That's
This-
cheap. It's cheap
That's
for
right.
kimono.
For the fact that they are completely handmade from the yarn to the fabric to the garment.
Okay.
And then you have the skirts that are going to be retailing $500-600, and our knits are $160. We also have shoes.
Yeah, the knits are just like what is that? Like a throw? Just the top? What's it called?
It has a kimono. It has a kimono.
That's the thing with the sleeve we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. And
got
and then we
little-
have accessories. Accessories
little hat.
have been doing very well for us. In fact, though this is their very first show in the U.S. and the very first time at Capsule, they have already written orders, mostly to European stores.
I kind of could see that.
Yeah, they.
And the prices of you have accessories, you mean purses, hats, and what else? do you
So
have?
there are
Scarves?
newsboy caps. There are small tweed handbags. We have leather clutches that have the different characters from
faces.
from theater, from the Noria Theater. Yeah.
And how much are the kimonos, though? I mean, how much are how much are your tweed kimonos? And
$2,000. $2,000.
$2,000?
Yes.
Okay, and they go up from there?
No, everything is about $2,000.
Oh, everything's about $2,000. Okay, well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, it's designer, and it's quite a lot of fabric as well. I mean, it's quite
And
a
the
statement.
detail.
Where would someone wear that, though?
Well, you know what's been interesting is we have a couple of celebrity clients who I don't know.
Hillary Clinton?
No, no, but
I say that all the capsule shows.
people have been interested in wearing this as statement pieces, and we also create them in a shorter length that you can wear over a little black dress, and it becomes.
Oh, you do have them in shorter lengths. Okay. And so you combine them with a dress, the shorter ones?
So a little jacket
And then you
over
could
a
go out,
dress,
you mean?
and then you can go out. I mean, look at this embroidery on this one. I mean, they've taken flowers and embroidered on top of the
So
kimonos.
these are kind of special occasions.
Yeah. Well, and you're not going to forget a woman that's in this.
Right.
How come you're not wearing it?
Oh, I was wearing one.
Yeah,
But I
that's
was
right.
gonna get a
You're the only one that's not wearing your product.
I know.
It's quite an interesting idea, and it's been around for how long?
So they have been
These guys.
These guys, they have been around for 2 years, but the first time coming to the U.S.
Oh, okay.
They've had pop-up shops in the department stores in Tokyo,
Oh, okay.
but they've never sold in the U.S. and that's where we're here to help them.
Okay.
And where did they go to school? You said it was at the Tokyo Kimono, and that was in you mentioned it before, and that school is in Tokyo.
Yes.
Is that like an old school, or is it a new design school?
No, it's an old traditional school.
Okay, because it sounded very interesting. So this is like an ancient way of making the kimono. It's not like a fashion school.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
Any questions, Toothbrush?
Oh, well,
It's pretty
so
cool.
like
that
something like a belt-ish?
Oh,
Or like,
obi, yes.
You know, it's over there on the shelf.
Yes, there's
Maybe you could show
some,
us?
Yeah.
some reversible belts that are in the obi style.
What is obi?
Obi is the type of belt that goes around a kimono.
Oh, so that's where the Obi-Wan Kenobi guy got his name from.
Maybe.
Yeah,
What is
okay.
this?
Oh, those are kind of
reversible.
interesting. I mean, you could just buy those and put them with something.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh.
it's a big fat kimono belt. And you could put that, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. What do those go for?
These are
Retail.
120 retail.
Oh, okay, that's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So fashion historically has borrowed from different cultures and areas. So this is a nice way of reinventing a very old traditional art into something new.
I like this. I'm not
Aren't
that
those
I'm gonna
cool?
wear, but it's light. I thought it was
It's light and
heavier.
plus, I mean, they are really soft too inside. Very comfortable.
Where would you wear to?
Oh, you know what? The girls are wearing them with dresses. So what he has in his hand is this kind of clunky
Look at
moon
that.
boot.
Guys are wearing
Now I'm showing my age. But
guys are wearing chaqueta with a
yeah,
tuxedos, so
yeah, that's right. Exactly.
I thought it was a little weird,
So
but
yeah, no. So
Okay, so you have a website or somewhere. Where would they go if they want to
Yes.
really look at your stuff online?
well, she has a website, Instagram.
What's the website?
Website sumirishioka.com. It's
How do you-
SUMIREISHIOKA.com.
Okay, so that's SUMIREISHIOKA.com.
Yes. You got it.
I can never do that in the DMV, but anyway. Okay, so
Not
that's
many
great.
of us
And so they,
can find you.
so they can go online and they could buy it as well.
Yes, they can.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, it's great to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you too.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. This is what
Yes.
we look for when you come here. Is this cross-cultural thing.
so would you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I'm the founder and designer of Straight Swim, a startup swimwear line.
Oh, okay. So all these are swimsuits.
All of them are swimsuits. We just launched. This is our very first line.
Okay. Where you guys from?
We're from Hawaii, and all of our all of
I
our
see the
prints-
flowers.
Yes, all of our prints are hand drawn with watercolor, so that's very unique to us. So they're all just unique to our brand.
What island?
Oahu, on the north shore of Oahu. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And are these exclusively swimwear, or can they like wear? Can they wear it, the girls or whoever wears them?
Honestly,
wear 'em out?
they're so comfortable that you can wear them all the time. The one pieces are really cute with a pair of jeans or
Right.
even a
Kinda
skirt or
popular these days,
jean
yeah.
shorts. And then even the two pieces they can be wearing around as little bra tops or bralettes, which
Oh,
they're
okay.
super comfortable.
I thought you guys been in business.
We only just launched in June.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, so we're brand new.
Look at you. You're
I
doing that
know.
thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a store in Hawaii?
We don't have a store. We're just online based right now on our website,
What's your website?
straightswim.com.
So that's STRAITSWIM.com.
Okay.
That's it.
What's the name come from? Straight Swim.
So our brand has inspiration that relates back to the Torres Strait Islands, which are the islands at the very tip of Australia. And my partner is actually from there, and the culture is so unique and pure and beautiful. And I mean, since we've been together for 10 years, I feel like I'm a part of that as well. And so all of my prints have a story that relates back to the culture, the lifestyle, the, you know, everything back on those islands. So
it's a combination of Australia and Hawaii.
No, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I've taken my passion for swimwear and wanting to design, and I've used that culture to kind of bring meaning to our brand. And
What is this little thing around the? Sorry, but what is this little thing around the? To interrupt you, but what's this?
no,
little
that's okay. It's crochet lace.
thing? The crochet lace. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
Crochet, right? Lace.
Yeah,
So you have that on a lot of the swimwear.
All of the one pieces. So in the Torres Strait, they have something called island dresses that a lot of the women wear.
Oh, okay. And you got them not only you got them in different colors.
Sort of element. This is actually an island dress from the Torres Strait,
Right.
and they have
What's crochet? crochet lace, by the way.
That's what it is.
It's just
That's what it is. I didn't know. I forgot what it was called, so I had to...
Okay. So it has a name for it. Okay.
Yeah, so we put those on the one pieces to sort of add a fun little detail to it.
And the now you have some flowers over here, but do you have any? Do you have a lot of them with like Hawaiian prints?
So that print actually has a story behind it that relates to the island dresses, because a lot of the island dresses in the Torres Strait are vibrant, bright colors, floral.
Yeah, like the traditional. I mean, the popular Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah. So ours is just tailored to the Torres Strait and has the detail in that as well of the lace.
So you have the little lace thing inside the design.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's great. Let's see, have any physical stores that you're going into, or you said you were just online?
I'm just online right now, and then I'm going to start breaking into the boutique market.
Oh,
now.
Okay. And that's why you're at Capsule, to sign some people up. So are you going to also go to Los Angeles, Capsule, or?
I might be there. You never know.
Well, there's more people swimming in LA than there are swimming in, the Hudson. So.
Well, why not? Let's throw it on and go try it out.
Okay, well, that's great. Any questions, Toothbrush?
No, I'm good.
Nothing? You're good? Well, thanks a lot, and it's cute, and good luck. Good luck.
Thank
It's
you.
great to talk to new, people starting out. Okay, great.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah, so just tell us who you are. What's your name?
My name is Valeria Pivovarova.
And where are you from?
Well, I live in Brooklyn. It's been more than 10 years that I'm in US, but originally I'm from Kazakhstan.
And what's your brand?
My brand is Pivovarova overalls and tailoring and coats.
So this is kind of a casual, what is it? How would you describe your own brand? How would you describe it?
It's feminine. It's more of, I think, a comfortable workwear for women.
Oh, workwear.
Yeah, they're like oversized and baggy a little bit, right?
Yeah, they are like a suit pants that became overalls. They're just elongated suit pants that you can wear to work and outside.
They're like fashionable overall dresses. Is there a name for that? Or, because I do see that around. It's been around a while.
I just call them overalls, but I don't know if there's a specific name for that.
Okay, well, you would know. You also have, is that the jacket, the trench, or?
There's a jacket and a couple of coats that I have, yeah.
Okay, so you also have coats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So coats I'm not really doing the seasonal turnaround like what it's usually done in fashion, but rather working in editions. So the first edition was overalls, and the second edition is I added more tailored pieces like coats and jackets because I like tailoring in general, and that's what I do. Wearing? Yeah, I'm wearing one of my pieces. Yeah.
Was there a reason you decided to go in that direction, to do it that way, and not have the seasonal stuff?
It leaves more room for creative.
Okay, so it's more of your creative process that you're following. Okay.
And I think it's just, in order to satisfy fashion appetites, you need to spit out 4 collections a year, having pieces that are probably not what
people keep the stuff all year. It's not like they send it off to Alaska during the summer. So it's there, so if they can wear it any time. What materials are these? It's cotton?
It's a mix of cotton, wool, and some of the I forgot what it is.
Some other animal, maybe?
No, it's not
Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
It's viscose.
V1COSE?
VISCOSS. Viscose.
Viscose.
Yeah.
That's a material? Oh,
It is a
25% viscose. Okay.
Yeah.
Good enough? Well, it kind of looks like a cotton wool blend.
Yeah, it's a natural material as well.
Very light. Seems like it's light also.
So I have light pieces, but I also have pieces from more where wool is 75%, so it makes it more
Is it
winter.
kind of heavy or light?
They're a little heavier because it's wool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the design is really interesting. I mean, it's kind of subtle and unique in the same way. Do you have a website?
Yeah.
What's the website?
It's pivovarova.com.
So
Can you
it's
spell that?
PIV. Yeah, go ahead.
It's pivovarova.com.
Pivovarova.
And it's all V as in Victor, everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And they can buy it there online?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I sell online.
Where else we can see your stuff?
I also, I'm featured on Garmentory.
What's that?
Garmentory.com,
Okay.
which is like a collection of independent designers.
What's it called again?
Garmentory.
Garmentory?
Yeah.
Garment
Garmentory.com.
Tory.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are also featured here and there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, I do other things too, like at the, I did something that was for street art, and they go to a place called Big Cartel, so there's artists over there, it's the same kind of thing, which is great, you know, it's for, people just have a few products, you know, and they can sell them on there. Okay, so do you have any particular thing that you're like really promoting or really excited about right now, at this very second?
Well, my second edition with coats.
Oh, okay, your second edition of coats. Okay.
Winter's coming. Winter's coming.
Winter's
it's gonna
coming,
be cold.
yes.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for talking to us. It went well. Good luck, too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, hi, I'm Aurora Chi. I'm the designer of the Aurora Chi brand. And this is the whole collection. These are the studs. And then this is the necklace. And there's also the DNA piece, which is the signature
Those are
ring.
rings? Oh,
These
okay.
are rings. It is float because it's all based on my design concept. It's floating, so there's like two elements. These are all 3D printed. And this is my first time at Capsule.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I just graduated from Parsons. So.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
how long you been in the business?
In a business, so this is my first collection.
Oh, okay.
It's, not just a label. This is the earrings for the DNA earring, and this is the DNA ring. Gold and silver, and this is the case earring.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So it's like a vanilla pot, and this can move.
Oh, right. So they're a vanilla pot.
Vanilla pots, yes.
It's probably hard to say, but which one's your favorite one?
Which is my favorite one? I like the DNA one.
DNA.
Yes, the
Earrings.
DNA. Yes, yes. And this is the rings, so it's movable. So
it
that's
flops
interesting.
around.
flops around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks good in the
Is
video.
it comfortable to wear it?
Yeah, it's comfortable. Like you can try.
So you went to Parsons. Are you a New Yorker or are you from somewhere else?
I'm originally from Taiwan, but I'm based in New York.
Okay, so you have a website, right?
Yes.
And you have a regular store?
Not yet.
Okay, so what's your website?
AuroraChiNewYork.com.
You have to spell that out.
Okay, www.AuroraChiNewYork.com.
Is this your first trade show?
This is my first trade show.
Oh, okay. Why did you choose Capsule?
Because my peers been here before and she recommends me here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Recommended you come here, yeah.
Correct.
Are you having any orders? Are you having any luck?
I have one order right now.
That's good.
Yes.
That's great.
Okay. Well, you did something, and you got one more day,
Yeah.
and you're getting names and all that other stuff. Okay, great. Okay, well, we'll put you on there. It was great meeting you. What's your name again?
Aurora.
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 That's your real name?
Yes, my real name.
Okay. Were you named after the Northern Lights?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, thanks a lot.
So introduce yourself.
My name is Alice Smith, and I'm from Kayla Style.
You're from where?
Kayla Style, the company name is Kayla Style.
That was where the country, there's so many different countries
To me,
around
it
here.
is actually 24/7. I live in my own country of Kayla Style.
Everybody lives in their own country. Kalastyle.
That is correct. It's named after my parents. KaylaStyle.com, and our handle is at Kayla Style Soap.
Sounds bubbly.
So you have, tell us about your soaps.
My parents started this business 30 years ago out of our chicken coop in a small New England farmhouse
You guys
in
live
Rhode
in a
Island.
chicken coop?
We started a soap company out of a chicken coop, which is
okay.
very unusual. They were toy designers and they decided to start their own company. So we've been around for about 30 years, and and everything that you're looking at, we make locally in the States. We're still based out of Rhode Island. Right outside of Providence. Okay. And we import a little bit as well from very old world apothecary style companies from Italy, Spain, and France. But everything that you see here, we make locally.
Well, soap can get pretty expensive for these boutique soaps. Is your soap expensive?
I think our soap is extremely reasonable, especially for the high quality.
Yeah.
A lot of what you're seeing on the table retails for under $8, which I think is a totally approachable price for a triple milled high quality bar that has great essential oils and good smells and great packaging.
So you have over here on one side, you have different sponges with the soaps on top of different colors. And they look like they're a certain style. And then you have another one here, which is this little nautical thing, and that's got a little anchor.
Yeah.
Sea salt soap. So what's the difference?
So under the umbrella of Kayla Style, we have many different brands. What you're looking at directly in front of you, the Swedish Dream brand, is our #1 best-selling line. I call the sea salt soap the Beyonce of Kayla Style because she can't stop, won't stop, and everyone wants to hang out with her.
Everybody wants her to stop.
Don't stop. We have the Modern Wash brand, which is a little bit more contemporary and kind of mid-century modern, very bright packaging. And then we have our Icelandic brand, which is called Hello Sapa, which means hello soap. And we import the raw materials and ingredients outside of Reykjavik, which is very trendy and beautiful. And Iceland is like the most beautiful place on the planet.
Is there some? Sorry to interrupt you, but is there some something about, you said it says sea salt soap? Is there something that's good about the sea salt that makes it?
Absolutely. It's actually quite softening and kind of that refreshing feeling you get when you we associate it with the Atlantic Ocean because we're based out of Rhode Island. So that feeling in the summer when you get out of the ocean and you just, at the end of the day, your skin is sun-kissed and salty and you feel amazing. That's kind of what I associate using this bar with. And it actually has salt inside the bar, so when you lather with it, it exfoliates the skin and it smell it. It smells like the beach.
Oh, it doesn't smell like the beaches I go to.
You need to come to Rhode Island then.
Yeah, there's no dead seal in there. Yeah, but one with the dead seal?
So this one kind of exfoliates, this one hydrates, and this one soothes. Yeah.
You got the seaweed in there?
There's seaweed in there. We use what you see.
I smell like seaweed.
Do you have one specifically for the shaving with the brush?
This guy right here.
So that will work as a shave.
Yep. Okay. Drop that right in the mug and you lather up.
Yeah, that works good. I like that kind of thing.
What about those candles?
The candles we get hand poured in upstate New York. They're a soy-based candle. They're really, really lovely. 80-hour burn time, nice and clean. They smell just like the corresponding bars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Wow. So it's kaylastyle.com. How's business?
Business is great. 30 years strong. We're celebrating 30 years this year. I couldn't be more proud of what my parents kind of laid down the foundation of this whole company, and my mom and I design all the packaging together, so we're keeping it.
Right, it's very interesting packaging, yeah. And is that an egg one?
That is an egg one. It's
chicken coop.
Yeah.
It's like an egg.
I was gonna get to that.
It is. So it's an egg white facial soap. You actually keep this on as a facial.
Oh, okay. So this is not the soap.
Display. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that it's
from chicken coop.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was listening.
Taps into the history of who we are.
All right. Well, that's great. Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's great to chat with you guys.
It's a really cool, fun-looking product.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's your name?
Victoria.
Say again?
Victoria.
Victoria. Okay. And what's your name? What?
Fanny.
Funny.
F-A-N-N-Y.
Funny Victoria. All right. So yeah, just to introduce yourself and your product. You already told us your name, so go ahead.
So
what do you have? Well, no. You're selling these? Well, we came over here because you have these very interesting hats. I think the last capsule I came to, there was a lot of sort of this Midwestern stuff out there. There were girls with feathers, and there were girls with all of these kind of, desert styles.
Yeah, we also have feathers here on some of the styles.
Okay.
But maybe it's like more feminine. We have like felt hats and straw hats. Straw hats are made in Ecuador, and the felt hats are made in south of France, where we are from.
Okay, you're from France. Okay.
Yeah, that's where we are from. Marseille, Mediterranean Sea.
So these are popular in Europe?
Yeah, we are trying to make them popular, across the world also.
Right.
What material?
It's wool felt.
Oh, it's wool.
And then we have feathers, we have embroidery. We make a lot of embroidery on almost like all of our products, as you can see.
Okay, so this is sort of a cross between high fashion and what do you call it? Western? Or
Yeah, some of the.
It's got a large brim and it's got the dent like you would.
Yeah, this one is like kind of vintage, dirty.
Right, the edge is a little
brim.
rough.
Yeah, rough.
Rough.
These ones are like more westerns, and those with the jewelry are maybe more like feminine, with a little embroidery.
Yeah, you have some over there you were talking about, and they're smaller and they have they're almost like zoot suiters. And to me, you know, zoot suiters hats. They got the little bandana around the top.
Okay,
you know what a zoot suiter
sure.
is from Mexico. Yeah.
How long have you guys been in business?
It's going to be 3 years in a month.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, we also have a linen clothing line, just like a top and a pants.
Right.
Like very pale and light colors for summer.
It's kind of not as popular as it used to be. I think I had a friend, maybe you don't remember her. She used to model hats and stuff, and it was real popular, I think, in the early 80s, late 70s in the United States, but it's kind of never come back yet.
I think it's like a very fashion accessory that you can just add to your everyday outfits. They're wearing hats because it's very beautiful on women to wear hats.
So
great. I love a hat. I have a hat.
Yeah.
Are you located also? Do you have some stores in the United States?
There is a showroom in Los Angeles called Wonder West Showroom.
What, Wonder West?
Wonder West Showroom. Sorry for my accent.
Well, I wasn't sure.
Where about in Los Angeles?
They are on the Cooper building, and they are taking care of the brand there. And then we are doing the trade shows in New York, Paris, Los Angeles.
Right.
Las Vegas,
so it's
Dallas.
Wonder West in the West Coast and on the
they are
East
taking
Coast?
care of the brand, and they are selling our brand there.
Okay.
2 shops.
Okay.
And then we are sold in Free People, Anthropology, stores here in the U.S.
You have a website?
Yeah, we do.
What's the website?
What's the website?
So it's the name of the brand, vanpalma.com.
So it's VANPALMA.com.
Exactly.
And what are the prices? We forgot to ask. What are the prices?
So the retail prices are between $150 and $300.
Okay.
That's for the hat?
Which is about right, yeah. Well, it's kind of interesting. You're, like I said, we were walking around, and last time I was here, were you here last time?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember seeing you, but there would seem to be more of this kind of a Midwestern kind of a style thing going on, but not so much this time. But you
here
really stand out. Yeah,
we are here.
Okay, well, great talking to you, and we like your hat.
Thank you
Okay,
very much.
thank you. Guys have fun.
Well, that's it. Happy New Year. Let's cue the pug's tummy. Cue the pug's tummy. For advertising on the UnCommonCore podcast, go to www.advertisecast.com/1306. That's advertisecast.com/1306. Think 13 6-year-olds. If you please, you can add us on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and our YouTube channel, where you can listen to my playlist of videos from the people I interviewed at the Reefapalooza shows. That's UnCommonCore Podcast on YouTube. Find the link on our blog. Look for the pink and yellowish Hug the Pug logo. On our blog, you can also read my choice for the top 5 rooms at the New York Audio Show, which will be featured in the next episode. We're also adding PRX Radio Public and Spotify to our publishers. As usual, our Hug the Pug merchandise can be found on hugthepug.com. Remember to hit the subscribe button on iTunes or support us on www.patreon.com/UCC podcast. From your iPhone, find us on iTunes. From Android, find us on Stitcher or Google Play. Thanks for a great 2017, and thanks once again to California stand-up comic Toothbrush, with shows in Fresno and Los Angeles and other places throughout California. check out our episode 20 on the blog for dates and locations. From Tom Howell and Cue the Pug. Thank you for a great 2017. Next time, we're going to have an epic 2018 season premiere of the New York audio show.
You've been listening to the Uncommon Core podcast with Thomas Howell. I'm Satoko Smith. Thank you for listening.
Oh.